Let your fist do the talking.
The magician once friends with Hulk, but now Hulk's mad!
I imagine you're still upset about us shooting you into space.
Get ready to brawl. Fight!
Doctor Strange doesn't seem all that remorseful about it. What's up, guys? This is jmoonies, and this is episode 8 of the Lobby Challenge. Oh my god, we're 2 away from 10. I can't believe it. Corny quips aside, we are back on PlayStation Network. I've had my matches with Maximilian, and you have seen the results of that. Well, 1/3 of them anyways. Stay tuned for more on the Respawn channel. I will, of course, be putting those up on my personal, but... Anyways, first match I'm showing you here is me versus the Cobras, a guy I actually ran into on Heroes and Heralds who seemed to have recognized me and challenged me as a result. I didn't get all our matches recorded with him, so unfortunately you're just gonna see this one, but another time since he had to actually leave for real life things, much to his chagrin. Another interesting thing I was actually trying out during this lobby is kind of a new control scheme. I mentioned last time that I was kind of liking the Xbox controller layout, so I decided to buy a PowerA Xbox-shaped PS3 controller, which has been kind of an interesting experience for me. As you can see, I don't seem to have the directions down, and I tend to do things like screw up Nova's air tackle, as well as screw up my Shoryuken inputs. It's weird because you have to go back to neutral in order to do a Shoryuken. I have a hard time doing that quickly with a joystick. I don't even know how stick players even do it, to be honest, because you have to manually move the joystick back to the center before continuing the motion. I don't know how you do that without going back by accident, but it's been tricky stuff, and I'm kind of trying to develop that. I've been kind of wrestling with the idea of picking up a hitbox, actually. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but basically it replaces a joystick with actual buttons, so all your inputs are neutral, right, left, down, and ups. If any of you have had experience with the hitbox, please let me know in the comments what you think, because I'm pretty tempted. But anyways, next match here against Liquid Corruption. Shockingly good Strider play, actually. I haven't run into many people who use Strider as their anchor, aside from Maximilian, who probably beat me about 20 times consecutively with that level 3 X Factor Ouroboros. But no, dude was really cool. We actually hopped up on Bluetooth during this lobby, and it was a lot of fun because the dude had a lot of questions regarding video editing, and he's studying that in school. And yeah, I mean, if any of you have questions about the way I do things, don't be afraid to ask, because I am totally in support of giving out this kind of information and teaching people how they can do these things better if they want to. But this whole lobby I had this day between me, the Cobras, Liquid Corruption, and once again with Super Mega Andy, it kind of had me thinking about how I should be changing the way I do things, because, you know, even though I'm in episode 8, I've been kind of following the same format, and, you know, it's pretty straightforward stuff, but eventually, you know, you gotta evolve if you want to keep getting better and to keep the audience. So I don't know, lately, with all the conversations I've been having over PSN, I've been thinking maybe it might be worth my while to actually try live streaming lobbies and just kind of record the highlights there. I don't know if any of you guys would be particularly interested in that, because I think most people watch live streams for the sheer purpose of actually watching good gameplay, which you may not see very much of in my lobbies. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I do silly things like Hado Shoryus to counter air attacks, and sometimes I change directions when I use air tackle. But as far as commentary goes, I think it would be pretty interesting to get some of the banter. We actually spent a good hour just talking all kinds of shit and making fun of Super Mega Andy for teabagging like a million times. But I don't know. Leave me your opinions in the comments. if you think that would be something you'd be interested in. Even if you couldn't join the lobby, would you still watch the lobby in progress and possibly listen to live commentary that's going on? And if any of you are familiar with live streaming in general, I mean, I use a Hop-Hog HD PVR, but do I necessarily need anything else? And in regards to chatting on PSN, I noticed the audio for Bluetooth chat is like almost impossible to hear on the audio out through TV. So I don't know, if any of you guys have any good suggestions on how I might do that. I don't think I really want to do the whole Skype thing to make it work. Not to mention, I'm not even sure any kind of live streaming service would make that happen, but go ahead, leave that in the comments. I'm curious because I haven't looked into it yet, but I'm kind of seriously considering it, just because we had a lot of fun during this lobby. That said, don't think I'm going to ditch the whole gameplay analysis, because obviously I am still doing... I think I'm actually doing worse this lobby than I usually do. Whether that's attributed to me talking while playing, or me on the exercise bike while playing, or me using the new controller during this lobby, there are clearly a lot of factors I need to get worked out at some point. And I don't know, this level of multitasking might be a little too much for me. But our final matches of the day are with Super Mega Andy, as mentioned earlier. Huge troll, plays really weird mind games and constantly jumps backwards even though he's losing. Good sport though, because me and Liquid were actually making fun of him quite a bit throughout the rounds. Although he did catch up and actually start beating us near the end, so props to him, because he works out that psychological warfare pretty well in the long run. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize to the Cobras and Liquid for not doing that much play-by-play analysis on their matches, just because I don't know, this topic's kind of been sticking in my head all day, and I've been really curious how much this kind of idea would be received. Especially lately, because I've been getting so many game requests from you guys, and I feel bad because, like, I only play for about an hour or 2 hours a day, and sometimes miss days, so, like, it takes a long time for any of you who've been wanting to play with me for a while to actually get that match. So I don't know, maybe live streaming would be an easier way to do it. Maybe you'd be able to tell when someone steps out and actually ask for an invite to jump in. Or even just talk about, I don't know, actively give us suggestions, and I can relay those over chat. The only thing I'm worried about is not being able to get that chat to come out through the stream, so. Once again, if any of you have experience with streaming on PlayStation Network, and actually including the chat, by all means, let me know in the comments, and I will totally look into that. Anyways, that was episode 8 of the Lobby Challenger. Stay tuned for more content early next week, and enjoy the bonus clip.
X-Factor stylish. X-Factor danger. Maximum.
Formation.
Danger. Hyper combo KO. Player 2 wins.
素人は引っ込んでいる。